Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. This video I will be time stamping because I want to do a service. And so because I want to do a service to help a lot of people, I need you to hit that like button right now. And if you're new to the page, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. I'm going to take my time and dissect this, so I will. It will help a lot of people. All right. First, this is Moo Moo Monday. You guys, we'll show you the link later. This is Moo Moo Monday, and I am going to start that portfolio. But I'm going to bring Stocks with Josh in, and we're going to, just like I said, do the Bitcoin mining companies. But I was just waiting. All right. So let's keep it going. All right. So for those of you that want to participate and follow, make sure you look at the second link below, right? So on my tour, so I just finished this leg of the tour, and I only have a couple more. And it was in my hometown of Chicago, right, where I was born and raised, right? I just live across the state line now. And man, someone came to me with and showed me how far down they were in a stock, right? And it wasn't just one stock, it was a bunch of stock. And all of the stock were hype stock, all of them. I mean, you name it, bankrupt car companies, BBIGs, the MULN, AMC, GameStop. It was nothing in the entire portfolio. There was not one company that was doing well, and they were down a lot of money, right? And I says, why did you enter into these plays? And he was like, they were talking about it. And so what I'm going to try to do is help a lot of people with a lot of those plays, but I'm just going to use one play as an example. So just get ready. All right. Don't shoot the messenger. What I'm going to do is help a lot of people, right? I want to help people get out of some of the situations that you are in, right? So I took a few notes here, and I just wanted to say this, right? You can't blame anyone else. Yeah, but I was over on this YouTuber was saying this, buy this, and you just buy it without doing any research. What made it worse was this person actually had my class. And I literally told him what chapter to check out, right? And he checked it out. Now, one of the people that met me in Chicago met me in another city, right? And there was actually 10 people that I met that were from other cities. And I told him this in the other city. Came to me and said, had I literally not taken the class because he already purchased the class, but had I looked at the modules and just looked at it, the answers were just there. And I want to tell you guys, it would have saved him tens of thousands of dollars. And so that's what I want to talk about. Listen, I'm going to start this video off by saying, and I'm going to deal with Neo. I'm just going to deal with Neo and use Neo as an example. And I'm going to show you my portfolio or what I just did. Remember, don't shoot the messenger if the messenger is trying to help you. And this is just me. Now I have to say this. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, right? You must do your own due diligence and your own research. But I'm going to look you in the eye and tell you that anybody in my family that asks me how to balance my portfolio, the first thing I'm going to say, I don't care how hotshot of an investor you think you are. If at least half, a minimum of half of your portfolio is not the overall stock market or is not the S&P 500, then you're setting yourself up for failure. That's just me. This is Larry's rule, right? These are not facts. These are Larry's rules. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to outperform them. Now, those are statistical facts. Just about 95% of you, probably 98% of you that are listening to me right now will not outperform the S&P 500, right? So just knowing that, you should have a minimum a bare minimum of half of your portfolio, one ticker symbol, VOO, S&P 500, and or the overall stock market, VTI, right? And I'm going to show you my portfolio here in a minute. And so I began to bag him off and say, hey, do you know if these companies have money? Do they make money? Period. Well, I don't know. So I showed him the module that shows you how to read a balance sheet to show if a company is making money quarter by quarter or year by year. Showed him exactly where to go. And this was in the other city. And then he came back and he said, I took your advice. He says, OMG, I would have saved so much money. And I had to pour a little salt on his wound. I says, no, you wouldn't just save so much money. You would have made so much money. So now I'm going to tell you guys, and I'm going to use again, NEO as an example, right? So I'm going to tell you guys that I entered into a NEO put on Friday, and I was going to use it at the meet and greet, right? So I'm going to show you guys this. And remember, don't shoot the messenger because I want to help. And I don't care being out front to help. And we really can't blame anybody. So here it is right here, right? So what I did with NEO is, let's see here. All right. So remember, I entered into this Friday evening and I expected it. I didn't expect it to be where it is right now. Okay. This morning, it went up 73.84%. And on Friday, when I entered into it, I was down by 9%, right? No, I was down by 10%. So for those of you that says, well, why didn't you share this? If I would have shared it on Friday, I would have been down. I had no idea that it was going to go up, right? And then there we go with ARM again. Remember, I shared that play with you guys. So it runs up, but as you could see, this is what's called a put option, right? They're both put options. So I'm expecting these to drop. Now, here's why I'm going to use NEO as an example. You see the expiration date, September 29th, okay? So I was buying myself, a little time. Today is the 25th, right? So I was buying myself a little time. I had no idea it was going to perform like that. So what I did was I sold it because I have personally noticed, and I've said this over and over again, when you have options out, and for those of you that don't understand options, please stay on. This is for you also. I notice in the morning, they run up, especially on Monday mornings after a bad Friday, right? So these are some of the things that people are not talking about that you guys need to know. They run up and then they come down, and then sometimes, depending on the flow, at the last hour, they'll run back up. So what I do is I sell it first hour in the morning, right? First 30 minutes, I sell it. So I sold those, right? So let me show you this again, because if you really pay attention to this video, you will learn and earn a lot of money, okay? So I want you guys to see this, okay? Because I do this often. So now, as you see, NEO, I was up 73%, right? ARM, I was up 15%. Now, what did I do? I sold all but one so I could show you guys. Now, as you could see, it says positions 5. This is the portfolio that I share with you guys. This is not my other 6 portfolios, right? As you can see, NEO dropped all the way down to only 5.96%. So had I not sold first thing in the morning, then I would have lost all of the money being what? Greedy and not taking profits, right? And so let's go 2 down. You see ARM. ARM, I was up, but now the one share that I had is down by 40%, right? Now, why do you think it was down by 40%? ARM probably turned around and started going back up. So my put option, because I'm betting that it's going down, is now losing money, right? So I kept one share to show you guys. Now, there will probably be an opportunity if the market turns around and goes red again, more red than it is now, if it's red, then I would make money again. Follow? So I wanted to show you guys this. But I also want to show you the other 3 ticker symbols that I have, right? Now, as you could see under NEO, I have VOO, right? I'm just doing it in this portfolio to show you guys I have way more VOO in my bigger portfolio that I'm going to retire, okay? Now, good people, this is not me bragging, look at what I got and all of this. I'm seriously, with my heart of hearts, trying to help you guys, okay? Because it broke my heart when I saw what this gentleman did to himself, okay? So now I got SCHD. You guys that have been following me, you know that's just a dividend play for me. And then I have a little risk, which is ARK. Now, what you will see that ARK, I'm down the most in these ETFs, right? But you will see what I have the most money in ARK, right? And well, I got the most money in VOO, but I doubled down in ARK, right? And so what did I do? Let me go to my email. I want to show you guys this because this will really, truly help and bless someone, okay? This is my email. What does that say? Reoccurring investment, reoccurring investment, reoccurring investment. So what do? I set it and forget it. I'll show you guys. I haven't even opened these emails. See here? It shows you guys my reoccurring investments, right? So I set it and forget it. Those I buy every Friday. That's me. You pick the day that you want to purchase. These are some of the things that are going to help you, truly help you in real time. So if you load it up on bankrupt companies, it's no one's fault but yours. The first thing you got to do is say, hey, let me take ownership of what I did because I did no research. I heard a YouTuber or I saw somebody. Do you know how much money I used to lose when Kramer would say something and I used to just buy it? But I didn't throw the baby out with the bathwater because I've also learned how to make money off of Kramer. Sometimes he'll say some stuff that adds to and helps me to make money, right? And I know somebody's joking and right now is saying, yeah, but just do the opposite of what he says and you'll make money, all right? Not all of the time, but I get your point. But I just truly want to help somebody and I just want to keep it going here. All right, let's look at NEO, okay? Let's look at NEO. All right. Let's just go to 1 year. Listen, 1 year, NEO came down and it came back up. While I was on tour, I asked everyone to pull up a 2-year, chart on NEO, right? Now here, if you pulled up a 2-year chart on NEO, you will see this is 2021, right? Look at that. This is March of 2021. Let's go here. Literally, in a 2-year chart, all you could see is downward. Look at that, down by 85% in the last 2 years, right? All right, let me go back to 1 year. 1 year, even if you started at the top of 1 year, you'll still be down. But we did have what? A run up, right? Let's see here. Do I have that in there? Yep. We did have a little bounce, right? But over a 2-year period, we literally went straight down. So Larry, why are you saying this? Because, and I've told everyone on this tour this, because you have to trust the flow, trust where the market is going, trust what the chart is showing you. And this, you don't even have to know how to read charts to just see this, right? And it's just a constant down. So for those of you that are holding these high-risk companies, you can hold the high-risk companies. You can hold the bankrupt companies that have no revenue, that's not making money. Number one, most of these companies, I'm just going to say it, you need to stop DCA-ing. Stop right now. Stop dollar cost. I'm buying it lower, I'm buying it lower. Never buy more until you see if the company's going to make money. Or is the company like NEO, like MULN, and all of these companies, are they just going to continue to make money? I'm sorry, continue to lose money. Because if they're continuing to lose money, then you are just throwing good money after bad money. So what most people do is have what's called revenge trading, right? And because they lost money in a stock, they feel like they have to make money back in that same stock. And that is not correct. Some stock, if you lose a little money and you look at it and you do your due diligence and see this company is bankrupt and they're going to have, in the future looks even worse, sometimes you need to cut it right there, take your little loss and move on. Instead of doing what I used to do, what Kane and Grace used to do, stocks with Josh used to do, Mo used to do, just kept buying down until it's dead. And I just want to help you guys not do that, okay? But what I gave everyone on this tour permission to do is to hold the NEO and to short it at the same time. To hold NEO because I know you're looking at it and it's red, 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 but in another portfolio so you could see clearer, because you can't see through all the red. Psychologically, it is cleaner when you open up another portfolio, and for 2 years, you could have made that money back on NEO. For 2 years. Look at that. For 2 years, you could have shorted it. I'm sorry, I'm showing you the wrong thing. Why is that? Oh, there we go. For 2 years, you could have shorted it, and made money all this time, right? But here's the warning. If you were shorting here and you just kept shorting all the way here, you would have lost some money, right? So I want you guys to hear this because this is very important. Don't take all of the money that you lost and then put it on a put and try to short it all. No. Take your money and break it up into bite-sized pieces. If you lost $1,000, try to get $100 at a time. Don't take $2,000 and try to get it back. You're making it worse. Understand? For those of you that are new traders, then you have to be disciplined and be satisfied with bite-sized pieces. Now, someone will look at the put that I did on NEO and said, well, why didn't you go in heavier? Because it wasn't a guarantee. I'm satisfied with a win. And I want you guys to start being satisfied with a little win and make a lot of little wins. This is what investing is. And so that's why I'm satisfied with this. I'm satisfied with 73%. Yeah, if I had a crystal ball, yeah, if I would have went in heavier if I'd have known it was going to be 73%. I had no idea. I'm just telling you guys the truth, okay? And so this video is going to be more helpful for 95% of you guys than just talking about the next hot stock, right? I'm literally driving down the street and you guys can't see it, but it's dry on my side. And on the other side of the expressway, if you see, all of those cars have windshield wipers. Why? Believe it or not, God is my witness. This just happened on my way from back downtown. I came to shoot this video. I didn't even change, right? Didn't change my setup or anything, because the opportunity that's coming. So I'm on a side where it's perfectly dry, right? I'm the new investor getting in when the market goes down, right? You got your windshield wipers on, but I'm the new guy just getting in. So when you get ready to tap out, someone just getting into the market will make a killing. Just think about that. Every recession, at the bottom of that recession, there's going to be new people getting in, and they're going to see nothing but, a land of milk and honey while you've written it all down. So what I'm trying to say, that's Josh calling me right now. What I'm trying to say to you is it's okay to hold a stock and short it at the same time. Now, here's what I want to also tell you. You don't have to short if you're not sure of the direction of it, then find what? Find another stock. Find a stock that's going up. If you don't want to do options, just find another stock that's going up, like Tesla, and buy it, right? Let's go 1 year on it. All right. Year to date. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's go year to date on Tesla. Let's get rid of that. Now, you could clearly see year to date on Tesla, what? You would have made money year to date on Tesla. How much money? 127%. So without even doing options, if you just bought Tesla and rode it up, then you would have been doing what? Well, right? So instead of fighting NEO and not knowing where it is, instead of doing revenge trading, just keep what you have, open up another portfolio, and then put it in a stock that's going up. But it's not just a stock that's going up. What is it? It's a stock that has cash. It's a stock that is making money quarter over quarter, year over year. See, these are two different companies, right? Now, we do know that NEO has some quarters where they make money, but NEO is not Tesla, right? BBG is definitely not Tesla. AMC is not Tesla. GameStop is not Tesla. Follow? MULN is not Tesla. So the first thing I want you to do, instead of having revenge trading, is to find something that's going the opposite direction, right? And so there's been times where I lost a ton of money in a stock, and then psychologically, I'm saying I got to get my money back in that stock. But the truth is, it's not. It's a mistake. It's a trap. That's called revenge trading. That's something we don't want to do. So for everybody that joined us on this tour, man, I really, really appreciated you guys. Listen, this was us after the movie, just pouring our heart. This was after the movie, so a lot of people had left, but it was sold out. It was packed out. You could see us. We just stood there and answered questions, just poured into the people. And you got my man Josh, you got my man Keenan Grace, just pouring in to you guys. And we just heard the questions and filled the need. So if you were there and you've learned anything, let us know. And I'm so passionate. I know a lot of times when I have guests, it seems like I'm interrupting and let them get it out, because I just don't want a lot of time to go by, and I just want to give you guys more information. So forgive me if I've done that. I'm going to do a better job of just not interrupting, but it's just like I want you guys to have so much. But I get it. I want to keep you guys fed, and I want you guys to prosper. That's it. All right. And so I believe that's all I wanted to talk about. I'm going to timestamp this. And I just got in from leaving those guys, and Josh just called me. And I just wanted to hit you guys with this. Now, one of the things I'm going to leave you with is, for those of you that don't know how to do options, Josh gave a beautiful worksheet for people, right? While he was there, he just gave everybody some beautiful homework, and I'll have him here to talk about that. But for those of you that don't know how to do options, that is a tool that you need in your toolbox to help you. So someone I told over a year ago that was down greatly in NEO, listen to me tell them this exact thing. And I'm telling you, they were down by $50,000 in NEO alone, right? And they were down in other stock because they didn't have anything that had any value. But they made, now they make a decent income. In the other portfolio, shorting it, they made $70,000. Okay. Now they had a lot of money that they could put in, but now in one portfolio, they made 70, but they're down 50 in this that they're just holding. So who's winning? He's winning. So I give you permission to hold a stock and short it at the same time, to hold a stock and do a put option at the same time. Okay. It's okay. And better than that, Don't do revenge trading at all, and just find something that is fresh and new. Listen, for those of you that have the class, make sure you go back and don't get into a company for the rest of this year. Don't buy a company that don't have money unless you're doing a quick in and out swing trade. Okay, don't do it, right? And if you don't know, just take the class. Look at the information that you have in the class for those of you that have purchased it. Now, listen. This whole video was not about me selling this class, right? And I'm going to say this the last time. But if you do want the class, it's going to be the top link below. I'm not even going to pull up the picture of the class. It's called Stock Up You. It is one of the least expensive classes out there. But this gentleman, literally, the other gentleman I'm talking about, would have saved $100,000 if he would have just spent $300. It's just, it's just, and I've been saying, let's stop jumping out of let's stop jumping out of planes and then asking, does this parachute work, right? So I just wanted to come in and have this heart-to-heart talk. And I know somebody's going to get on here and like, oh, these YouTubers pumped it and da-da-da-da-da-da. Don't shoot the messenger. If you listen to what I'm telling you guys will start to get your money back and you guys will make money. And I want to encourage somebody out there. I don't care. I'm my sister, Sandy, and some of the other people. I want to encourage you. This was not about Neo. This was about any stock that you have taken a bath in. But I'm encouraging you that it does not matter. I don't care what the number is. It does not matter how much money you lost. You just simply paid for your education like I did, okay? I've lost over 6 figures in the market, okay? But I've learned how to get it back in bite-sized pieces. So remember, when you're trying to get your money back, the fact is that you could make 100%, 10% at a time, 10 times quicker than you'll make 100%. Just understand that. So all you need is time. I don't care how much money was lost. There is more to gain, not just now, but for the rest of your life. But be careful with this month, the month of September, that is soon to be over. I believe there's still more red days and green days in the first 2 weeks-ish in October. So sometimes being the best trader is not trading at all, right? So I just wanted to shoot it to you straight. I know this is a video that won't get a lot of views, but for everybody that sees it, it will bless you if you take your time and write these principles down, okay? I think I covered everything. I will be back with you guys. I literally just ran in the house and threw my bags down. For all of you that has visited me in any city on this tour, the Stock Up tour, I'm thankful for Keenan Grace and Stocks with Josh. Stockmore's going to meet us on another one. But listen, remember, it's nobody's fault but yours. It was nobody's fault but mine when I was listening to Kramer and jumping in. And the truth be told, I'm not even mad at Kramer anymore. I was mad at myself. But since I've learned my lesson, it made me a better trader, okay? I was making these mistakes in 2008 and 2007. But I learned my lesson by 2008. And when the recession happened, that's when I went in. And I'm telling you, there is 100 times more money to be made than you lost. I'm going to leave it right there. Be kind, rewind, do it again. I love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Make sure you check out the links below.